Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my monthly update for the Panners Pan. This is a project where we shout out project panners. We link a product to a project panner we know and love and shout them out. This project was created by Elizabeth, who is at Cookie Pans over on Instagram. Elizabeth comes up with some amazing project pan ideas. Her wheels are constantly turning with fresh new ideas, and this was a really fun project. She designed it so that there's no end date. I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know when this is gonna end for me. I have a lot of makeup to get through in my lifetime, and I know a lot of project panners, so we'll see what happens. I have also made this a progressive on my own. I can't blame this on Elizabeth. This is my fault. I made this a progressive, and therefore every month, regardless of whether or not I meet a goal on a product, I'm rolling in a new product for a new project panner. I have been hovering around the 20 product mark for a couple months, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. I am happy to report that I did meet a goal on a product over the past month. So my number won't be going down, but it won't be going up either. We are going to stay at 20. So let's start with the product I met my goal on. It is glorious. It is a glorious, glorious, beautiful empty, and I'm so proud of it. It is my Too Faced Sweet Peach Lip Oil. Look at that. Look at that. I scraped this sucker clean. I got every bit of product out that I could reach, partially because it's very satisfying to see an empty packaging like that, but also because I absolutely love this product. I love this Too Faced Sweet Peach Creamy Peach Lip Oil Gloss so very much. This was, I believe, the shade Pure Peach. I would 100% repurchase this if I could, but Too Faced is no longer making this. I do have one more of these in like a nude shade. Hopefully I can get to it soon, but this was basically brand new when I put it in this project. I'd probably used it less than 10 times when I put it in this project, and I used the entire tube up in this project. I pretty much used it not only as a lip gloss, but also as kind of like lip balm or lip moisturizer. Like I used it every morning and night the way I normally use lip balms to use it up, but also to just enjoy it because I loved using this so much. This lip gloss was in this project for Natasha from Too Much Tosh. And yeah, I'm really sad that it's gone, but I'm also super stoked that one, I was able to use up every drop of this, and two, I have one less lip gloss in my inventory. So, you know, it is what it is. Goodbye, you beautiful, beautiful thing. I will miss you. All right, now that that's out of the way, I try to pick 3 focus products to zero in on throughout the month, because with 20 products in this project, I really can't give every product 100% of my attention. It's just not possible. So I aim to use all the products at least once, which I don't always do, and I pick 3 products to focus in on during the month. Let's go over those next. First of all, I have the same product that's been a focus product for several months. This is my Jante Blue eyeliner in Electric Blue. I have this in this project for Alexi, panning with Alexi. And my goal was just to make measurable progress on my paper, and I can finally report that I did that. It is the tiniest progress mark, but I did finally make some progress. It is that itty bitty line right there. I still have all of this to go, but I was able to use this enough to make a new mark, and I'm quite happy about that. The next focus product was for Rania, and that is my Wet n Wild Color Icon Baked Blush in Don't Flutter Yourself. And the reason I picked this for Rania is because she gifted me this highlighter blush product, and I'm very grateful. And my goal overall for this project is to wear away the hummingbird on the pan, the hummingbird imprint. It's really not imprinted, it's outprinted, but it's got this hummingbird pressed into the pan. And my goal for this past month was just to use this as much as possible. There were definitely a few days where I didn't reach for this, but overall, I feel like I did use this more days than not. I probably 20 something days during the month I used this, and I'm very happy that I was able to finally give this some love because I really didn't feel like I had done that. But as you can see, the hummingbird is still there. So I will keep this in this project for a little bit longer, and hopefully I can get some more use out of this. The third focus product I did not focus on. That is my Julie G Textured Nail Color in Sugar Plum Fairy. This is in this project for Mariella, who is Makeup by Mariella. Makeup with Mariella. I think it's Makeup by Mariella. And I am trying to use this bottle up, and for my goal for this past month, it was just to use it one time. And I didn't use it one time. I'm really struggling with nail polish, you guys. It is so frustrating. But yeah, it's time to film an update. It's past time. It is October 6th right now. I probably should have had this filmed over a week ago. So this will be rolling over as a focus product for next month as well. Okay, let's do a quick rundown of the other 16 products in this project and who they are for, and then I will let you know what product I'm rolling in for a new project panner at the end. First of all, I have my lip liner in BFF from Colourpop. This is in this project for Elizabeth, who is at Cookie Pans, and I did make a new mark this month. Again, tiny little mark, but you know, I'm just happy to have a new mark. It's right there. My big fingers are in the way, but trust me, it's a new mark. I used this a few times. I'm happy about that. For Chic Geek, I have my curvy lip gloss from Colourpop. There are more and more cracks and gaps showing through on this product. I did use it at least twice over the past month, not a whole lot, but I did reach for this a few times over the past month. Ever since I finished the Creamy Peach lip oil, it has kind of opened up my options for a lot more lip products. And yeah, so because this is now gone, I've been able to use this a few more times. For Alejandra Lisette, aka Alex, aka One Beauty Addict, if you've been with her long enough, you know that was her channel name before. I have this single eyeshadow in Halo from Looksy Beauty because Looksy Beauty is an indie brand and Alex is an expert in indie eyeshadows. And my goal is to hit pan, which I have not done yet. I will continue to work on that. For Rebecca Morgan and Jocelyn Claire, I have this Maybelline color tattoo in Fool's Gold. Yeah. And I used this once. I think that's it. I think I only used this once in the past month. It's September. Now would be a good time to bust out these kind of olivey green shades. I don't know why I'm not doing it, but hopefully I will get some more use with this over the next month. For my buddy Elizabeth with an S, we did our Shopping Our Stash collab for over a year together. Maybe it was 2 years. It was quite a while. I have this Just Peachy Mattes palette from Too Faced. I'm trying to hit pan on Peach Punch, which I have not done, and sadly I do not think I used this palette at all in the past month. This is one that got ignored. I did not meet my goal of using this one time, but yeah, didn't happen. For Steph Lyons and Delin from Outward Processing, I have my MAC concealer because this is a cream product and they created the project Partners in Cream. And I've used this a ton over the past month. My goal is to work my way from the little pan in the center to the sidewall and kind of clear out the sidewall. For a couple months now, I've only been applying this product with a brush. It's just too hard to get my finger in there without making a big mess. And I definitely think I expanded that little pan at the bottom a bit. And yeah, I know I'm getting there. I use this all the time, but there is just so much product in here. I have been using this as an under eye concealer. There will come a time when this is too dark for me to use as an under eye concealer. I must still have just a slight amount of tan that I could still pull this off. So I tend to put this kind of on the outer half, and I use an even brighter concealer on the inner half. But I do also like to use this like around my nose where I tend to get redness, and places like if I have any spots, I can use this on those areas. So I am working on this very consistently. I use it almost every single day, but I feel like I still have a long way to go. There is a ton of product in these pans, these pots, these containers. It's going to last forever. Okay, next for Linda, I have my Lancome Juicy Tubes in the shade Desert. This is another product that I've really picked my usage up on since finishing the Too Faced lip oil gloss. This was basically getting used once, maybe twice a month. And over the past month, I've been using it, you know, at least typically once a day, sometimes not, and other times twice a day. I've been using this a lot. And despite that, there's not a lot of progress to show for it, but I am well below the Lancome, and I'm kind of more like into this square area where the logo is. So I'm not marking the tube, but I'm kind of eyeing it based on the graphics on here, and I can see definitely that I've made some progress on this, and I like this a lot. As a lot of you guys know, there are some lip products that just leave your lips feeling not nourished at all. But this stuff is kind of amazing. It not only is high shine, high gloss, like hair will stick to your lips with this product on, but it is high shine. However, it leaves like a barrier on my lips that protects them, and it is getting dry out. My hands have been getting dry, my lips have been getting dry. The moisture is disappearing from the air now that it's October, and I'm really appreciating a product like this to not only give my lips like a healthy glow and glossy shine, but also to just help them stay moisturized, because some lip products I can tell are doing more harm than good. You know, I could just feel it. But yeah, I've really been enjoying this, and I have used it a lot more this past month than in other months because I finished that other product. Okay, next I have my Modern Renaissance palette. This is in here for Jessica Payne. My goal is to use this a total of 34 times in this project. And I'm only at 9 uses, which might be exactly where I was at last month's update. I don't remember if I used this at all in the past month or not. I did remember to grab the brush before it fell on the ground. That's a first. So I still need to use this 25 more times. No. 34 minus 9. Come on, Paula, we could do this. Yeah, 34 minus 9 is 25, right? Okay, we can do it. I still need to use this 25 more times. Fall is a great time to pull out this palette. I'm kind of regretting not wearing it today, but I'm trying to work on these eyeshadows that I have in my graveyard project pan before October 31st. So, you know, that's kind of the story of my life. Like, I have a lot of products and projects, which gives me wonderful variety, and I never get sick of project panning, but I don't really focus in on anything very well, and I kind of flit about like a butterfly instead of just meeting goals. So I still need to use this 25 more times. Wish me luck. For Rebecca S. from Panning and Stuff, I have my NARS Rakugian. This is one of those products that does not make my lips feel great. I'm not in love with this product. And for that reason, I have not made any progress on it. It's also kind of like a color that doesn't really do anything for me. Like, I put it on and it doesn't really look like I put anything on. I've mentioned that before. But, you know, if I use it more consistently, I can get through it pretty quickly. So hopefully I will make some progress on it and get it out. A lip product that I have used quite a bit is my Maybelline lipstick in Warm Me Up. This is in this project for Christina Chang. Maybelline is not a cruelty-free brand, and Christina tends to pan out products that are not cruelty-free so that she may one day have an entirely cruelty-free collection. And because I used this several times over the past month, I'm actually wearing it today with my soft wine lip liner that's in my A to Z project pan. I do have a new mark that I was able to make on my paper right there. So I'm very, very happy with that. I hadn't reached for this a whole lot since putting it in this project. So I'm really happy I was able to make a new mark, and I love this lipstick. I love it. And I'm trying to get through this lip liner. Really trying. So when I don't want to go with a full-on soft wine lip shade entirely, I use Warm Me Up to kind of mute it out a little bit, and I like the combination. It's a little bit more wearable. Okay, next I have my ColourPop and My Little Pony collab palette. I have two project panners. I have two eyeshadows I'm working on in this palette for two different project panners. First of all, I'm working on this mauve shade for Beth from Beth's Makeup Diary. And then I'm also working on this kind of goldeny orange shade for Courtney, who is Triggy 3. My goal is to hit pan on both of those shadows. I don't think I used this palette at all in the past month. Okay, for Kana, from Kana's Closet, I rolled in this purple highlighter from Wet n Wild called Purple Ashes. My goal for this product was two parts. The first part was to test this out as a face highlighter and see if I thought it was even wearable, because if it wasn't wearable as a face highlight, I needed to declutter it, because I'm never going to pan an entire, 2 by 2 inch pan of eyeshadow in this color. Like, it's not going to happen. I just should give it away. So the first part was to test it out on my face and see if I could even wear it as a face highlighter. And it's taken me like 3 months to even do that, because I was scared to try it. I finally tried it this past month. I'm very proud of myself. I did something that scared me. And guess what? It's wearable. It didn't look purple or gray on me like I thought it would at all. When I swatch it, it definitely has like a gray undertone. My hands are dry. I don't know. So there, can you see all that gray down there? That's what I was worried my cheeks were gonna look like. And, maybe if you catch me at the right angle, it does look a little bit like that. You see all that dark gray, purpley gray? I don't like that. However, what I do see when I put this on my cheeks is that pinky shade, which actually is flattering. It's nice. I like it. So I've achieved part 1 of this goal, which is to determine if I could even wear this on my face. The next part is to hit pan on it, which I am so very far away from. So I am going to start working towards hitting pan on this product. It's going to be a while, but we'll see. We'll see. For Steph from It's Just Steph, I rolled in this Urban Decay face powder in medium. The reason I rolled this in is because Steph does a chopping block, and I needed to put this on a chopping block because I should not have ever purchased a face powder in the shade medium. I am not medium. I now know that I am not medium. But unfortunately, I had to buy like several foundation products in the shade medium to figure that out, and this is one of them. I actually knew I wasn't medium when I bought this, but the shade I wanted to buy was sold out, and rather than saying, you know what, that's a shame, let's move on with our lives, I bought a shade that I am not, which makes no sense. I don't know why I do things like that, but I did. And so that's how I ended up with this in the shade medium. Now, luckily, I was able to wear this in the height of summer as an all-over face powder, because I do get pretty tan in the summer, but that's a very short window. It's a very short window that I am that tan. And so my goal now is to kind of wait out my tan now that it's fading. And once my tan is completely gone and I am at my like base natural, the skin God gave me shade, I want to try this as a bronzer and see if I could use this as a bronzer, because I actually think I might get more use out of this as a bronzer for more months of the year, rather than waiting for the height of summer to come and only have like 3-4 weeks to use this during a whole year. So I haven't touched this in the past month. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for the tan to fade. It's fading, but it's not gone yet. and we'll see what happens. But this is gonna stay in this project until I can try it out as a bronzer and see what I think. Okay, for Morgan from Lippy Lover Pans, I rolled in a trio. That's because she is doing a baby pan that palette, same as I am, only she's working on a trio that's not this trio, but shaped similarly to this. And I am doing a baby pan that palette with a two pan palette. My goal is to use this shade 9 times, this shade 9 times, and this shade 14 times? Yeah, 14. I have used all 3 of these shades 1 time. So I still got a long way to go with these, but yeah, I'm really glad to have used it 1 time because this has been sitting in a drawer for years untouched, and I'm happy to be using it. I wasn't completely madly in love with these shades, but it might have been user error. I need to keep working with it and maybe rewatch the Emily Noel video that inspired me to buy this trio in the first place. But I'm glad I used this 1 time and I still got several uses to go on this. And the final product that's rolling over for another month is my Pixie Beauty Color Corrector in Brightening Peach. I am so happy to be working on this again. This is in this project for Amy and Kim. I do my dust collectors Get Ready With Me in collaboration with them, as well as Verity and Samantha. But I rolled this in for the 2 of them because this is part of my everyday Get Ready With Me, and I have been using it every single day. I haven't hit the bottom of the pan, but I'm also not necessarily trying to dig my way down to the bottom. I'm often just scraping the sides. I do use a brush to apply this because, again, I just think I would get a ton of product under my nails and make a big mess, and the brush works great. So I have been using this every single day. I'm so happy to be using a color corrector that is a good shade for my under eyes. The Physicians Formula product that I was using as a color corrector before this was a decent product, but it didn't have enough pink in it. And yeah, I just feel like something with a little bit of pink in it just works magic for me. This is the oldest pinky color corrector that I own, and I'm so happy to be using it again. And I've been enjoying it immensely. I use it every single day that I wear makeup. It is basically I prime first and then this goes on every day. And my goal is to use this up. So I'm quite confident I will do that at some point. I'm not sure when. Okay, I'm very excited. It is time to roll in a new product for a new project panner. I don't know if you guys have noticed a little trend with me, but I often attempt to feature a project panner if I've collaborated with that person recently. So naturally, I felt like bringing in a product for Chanrel because we recently collaborated on our fall Shop My Stash and Top 5 Palettes for Fall video. We posted that sometime within the last week or so, like September 27th, I think we posted it. So if you missed it, you can go back and find it. And if you haven't subscribed to Chanrel, you can go find her. I will have her channel along with everybody else that I've talked about in this video linked down below, along with everybody else that I've talked about previously that I've already met the goal on for those products. So lots of people down below if you want to find other project panners. But when I watched Chanrel's Shop My Stash video, she featured 5 fall palettes, which we both featured 5 fall palettes, which is kind of a feature of the fall seasonal Shop My Stash. And she had some amazing palettes, things that I'd never even seen before because I am so out of the loop with new makeup that they were like I've never laid eyes on those palettes before in my life. And I was like, oh my gosh, I totally want that. I think there was one from Kaleidos that made my heart skip a beat. I did a little pitter patter. I haven't been able to stop thinking about it. I'm trying, but I love that palette. I think it was from Kaleidos Makeup. I could be wrong, but I was so shocked because, you know, with me being on the slow buy, so much of my makeup is old. I mean, I don't consider it old, but in the beauty community, in the world of the beauty community, all my makeup is really old at this point. But we both had one palette in common on our fall Shop My Stash, which I couldn't believe, and it is this. This is the ABH Master Palette by Mario palette. I just said palette twice. Master by Mario palette. And she had this in her fall Shop My Stash, and I had it in my fall Shop My Stash. I dropped the brush. I didn't drop it for Modern Renaissance, but I dropped it for this one. Anyways, this is what the palette looks like. I think it is a palette that is perfect for fall time. As you can tell, it is seriously underutilized within my stash. It deserves love. And I'm gonna pick a shade on here to hit pan on. I think it's gonna be Isabel. I love a nice matte transition shade. I do. Not gonna lie, this is probably the shade that I was most attracted to when I first saw this palette, and even today, it's the shade I'm most attracted to. I think this will make a nice crease color with a lot of the other shades I'm currently working on in my various projects. And yeah, I'm really excited to finally give this palette some love because I've had it for a long time, and I should use the stuff that I have. I should use the stuff that I've paid money for. Shouldn't I? So I am going to try and hit pan on the shade Isabel in honor of Shanrell from Shanrell's Stash. Okay, so now I need to choose my 3 focus products for the next month. Let me give that a thought and I will be right back. Okay, I am back and I have chosen my 3 focus products. I hope I chose well. Let me show you what they are. Of course, I'm bringing this one back in as a focus product. I want to use this nail polish once in the next month. I can't believe I didn't make it happen in the past month, but I'm going to make it a goal again. Hopefully I could use it one time in the next month. Next, I'm bringing back in my Maybelline Color Tattoo. I have featured this as a focus product in the past, but it's been a long time. It seems like the perfect time of year to zero in on this. So I want to get as much use out of this as possible within the next month. It would be amazing to get to a point where I could see a window cracking through on this. I do have still my green shade that's in my Project 10 Uses that I'm trying to get to 10 uses on. Plus, I think this will work well as a base for the next product I'm going to be featuring as a focus product. So hopefully I can use that quite a bit over the next month. I also have some greens in my Do Japan My Battleship. Not that I'm focusing on that project at all right now. I'm just really dropping the ball on that project, but it's technically still a project that I'm working on. So I have lots of greens that I could be putting on top of this base. Oh, and this green too. I got a green right here. So lots of greens, lots of greens. Okay, the third focus product I've picked for the next month is this goldeny orange shade from ColourPop for Courtney from Triggy 3. I think this is called, still not very good at this trick. I think it's called Starshine. I think it's called Starshine, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's called Starshine. My goal is to hit pan on this shade. I don't think I could do that within the next month. But again, I think this is a gorgeous shade for fall. I know it's kind of bright and sunny, but yeah, I think it could also be a really pretty fall shade. So let me get you a swatch of that. There you go, kind of a goldeny orange shade that I think will look really pretty for fall. I would like to get some more, I would like to focus in on that shade a little bit more over the next month and give it some love. I mean, maybe use it at least 5 times. That would be good. So that is it for this update, you guys. These videos are always so long. I have so many products to talk about and so many explanations to give. Thanks for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.